5 days. That's all that's left. Months of marathon training, kilometers in the legs, and it comes down to 5 days of rest before, hopefully in 6 days' time, I'll be passing under the Brandenburg Gate with just a few hundred meters left to go for the marathon. I'm taking you inside my 5 days prep beforehand, shakeout runs, bib collections, and that final resting up before I hit the start line. Let's go. Monday, rest day. Good morning, happy Monday. Rest day today, but still getting a few steps to keep the legs fresh. Did 16 kilometers, the final 16 kilometers of the marathon route yesterday, which was nice. It was good. The last time I did those was in the marathon 4 years ago, and they were not a happy 16 kilometers. And actually, I got a lot of PBs according to Strava on those segments yesterday when I was taking it, if I'm honest, pretty chilled. So yeah, feeling good, feeling strong. Getting in some fresh fruit and veg actually today because I'll be carb loading towards the end of the week, and that's when you're going to be reducing the fiber, fruits and veg, lean on carbs. Anyway, the weather for this weekend, looking a little bit warm. It's nice and fresh here today. Kind of only around 15, 16 degrees, maybe even a little bit cooler. But Sunday, current forecast, looking up to 24 degrees, but starting at 16. So fingers crossed that continues to come down. We can still be on for that PB, but who knows? Still a lot of time for change. See you tomorrow. Okay, so I might have said that I wanted the weather on Sunday to be a bit more like today, but I don't know if you can see that. It's not tipping it down with rain, so maybe this is a way of the weather gods telling me to be grateful for whatever they give me, as long as it's not 30 degrees or blowing a storm. Tuesday, track day, or at least it will be once the Bundestag football team finish their match. Then finishing off their game gives me a good opportunity now to take you through today's workout. Not really your standard workout actually for a Tuesday track, pretty chilled. Going to do a 2K warm-up, very chilled, nice conversational pace, then 2K at marathon pace, back to another couple of kilometers, again chilled conversational before one more marathon pace kilometer. Just checking out the legs, seeing if they're there. Marathon paces are 4:15, 4:16. So hopefully it feels pretty fresh for 3 kilometers, especially as I'll have to do that for 42 on Sunday. Let's get to it. Wednesday, calm before the storm. So today was in the office, which was a lovely way to spend my final day before I start carb loading. Tomorrow, final shakeout run, carb loading, and this is really kind of the last day where there's little to nothing related to the marathon, because we've got bib collection tomorrow, final shakeout, carb loading, and then that goes on until Sunday, the big day, the race day. So yeah, quiet one, looking for a good night's sleep, and then we really start tomorrow. See you then. Thursday, final shakeout. Though to be fair, the shakeout today is maybe the least exciting part of it. We've got carb loading and bib collection. I have started the day with a nice 6K shakeout with my mate Paul. And now, off to start the carb load. To make things a bit simpler for myself, I'm going to make the drink each morning, and I've portioned out the breakfasts and the sweets. Don't worry, all vegan, so no animals harmed in the making of this. But the pasta I'll be weighing out for each meal. Then it's off to watch the athletics at my friend's house, obviously pasta in hand, before heading off to the Expo. So there we have it, the Berlin Expo. It's Thursday evening and it's already rammed, but got my number, got my free socks from Ultra for doing a segment, got my wristband, we're all set. They put out some weather warnings today on the Berlin Marathon social media saying It's not the weekend for PBs. It's going to be super hot. Make sure you're icing, etc., etc. I think I've trained enough. I think I'm heat trained and ready to do the sub 3. Maybe on a cooler day, I'll be going even quicker, but yeah, still shooting for that 2:59:59, 4:16 per kilometer pace, and we'll see. Hopefully, we see that sub 3 hour time. But we've still got our fingers crossed that the weather cools down a little bit. But anyway, back home, a few more carbs in before a good night's sleep. And finally, Friday, final working day of the week before race weekend. It's Friday, the final countdown. So, end of the working week and 2 days to go to the marathon. Good news on the weather front. They've calmed down the expectations a little bit. Hopefully, it should only get to about 21 degrees whilst I'm still racing if I manage to do it in around 3 hours, which is good. That's a good couple of seconds kind of effort that it should reduce off. And I'm feeling even more confident. I think probably the most confident I felt all week about getting that sub 3. I'm quite good at articulating my confidence, not necessarily always truly believing it deep down, but now I truly believe that sub 3 is on. So this is the final day of the vlog before I knuckle down for the final 2. And yeah, be sure to follow along. You can follow along on the BMW Marathon app. I'll put my details below, and tune in next week when we'll see, did I see that sub 3 hour time, or am I booking another marathon? Subscribe, give it a like. Let's go.